Who was the first human to kiss? Okay, picture this. You're the first human being in history to kiss someone. Nobody taught you. There's no movies, no love songs, no Valentine's Day cards with cartoon bears on them. Just you. And another confused person, staring at each other's faces like you're about to headbutt. Yeah, that probably happened a lot. So who actually figured this out first, and why, thousands of years later, are humans still doing it on literally every continent? Let's find out. Because the answer is way stranger than you'd expect. First idea. Maybe we stole it from animals bonobos kiss. A lot, actually. They use it to say, sorry, calm each other down, or just check in like a hairy little, we good. So maybe some caveman spotted two chimps doing this and thought, new move unlocked. But there's a problem. Copying the action isn't the same as understanding the rules. If you kiss someone without knowing they're into it too, that's not romance. That's just a surprise attack with your face. So copying animals doesn't fully explain it, which means we need to go back, way back. The oldest written proof of kissing isn't from Egypt or Greece. It's from Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, about 4,500 years ago. Sumerian tablets mention kissing in poems, and even in health warnings about it spreading disease, which means people were already worried about kiss germs 4,500 years ago. Some things really never change. But here's the twist historians want you to catch. Oldest written evidence does not mean oldest kiss. Writing is only 5,000 years old. Humans have existed for over 300,000 years. That means someone could have invented kissing 290,000 years before anyone wrote a single word about it. So the actual first kiss? Possibly lost forever. No records, no names, nothing. But if it happened that early, what would have even caused it? This is where scientists genuinely disagree. And honestly, it's kind of a soap opera. Theory 1, it started with mothers feeding babies mouth to mouth, a practice researchers call pre-mastication. Some scientists think that early bonding moment may have quietly evolved into adult kissing later on. Theory 2, it's about smell. Some cultures have traditionally greeted each other by pressing noses together and breathing in, sometimes called a sniff kiss. Certain researchers argue that romantic kissing may partly come from this instinct to get close enough to smell and taste someone, which can subtly signal things about their health. Theory 3, nobody invented it at all. It may have popped up independently in different groups, the same way laughing or hugging did not one invention, but many tiny ones. Nobody can prove which theory wins. And weirdly, that unsolved mystery is the fun part. But it still doesn't explain the one thing your brain actually cares about. Why does kissing feel so ridiculously good? When you kiss someone you're into, your brain drops dopamine, the same chemical that fires when you win a game or eat your favorite food. It also releases oxytocin, often called the bonding chemical, which makes you feel closer to that person. And on top of that, endorphins. Basically your body's homemade painkiller. So your brain treats kissing like a slot machine. Pull it once, and you get a full chemical jackpot. No wonder it caught on. Once one human tried it and felt that it probably spread faster than the juiciest gossip in prehistoric history. But if kissing feels this good to basically everyone, why doesn't everyone do it? Here's where it gets genuinely surprising. Researchers have found that a noticeable number of cultures throughout history, including groups in parts of Africa, Asia, and among some indigenous communities in the Americas, did not traditionally treat romantic mouth kissing as a normal thing. When explorers introduced it to some of these cultures, it wasn't seen as romantic. It was seen as weird, even gross to some, which completely wrecks the idea that kissing is some universal human instinct built into all of us. And if it were truly automatic, every culture on Earth would have stumbled onto it on its own. They didn't. So maybe kissing isn't pure biology. Maybe it's something closer to a trend. A really, really old trend that some cultures picked up and others just never bothered with. So, who was the first human to kiss? Here's the actual answer. Nobody knows. Two people, somewhere in the fog of prehistory, who did something instinctive or maybe totally accidental, and it just worked. And somehow that one unrecorded moment eventually turned into weddings, love songs, movie endings, and painfully awkward middle school dances. So somewhere back in history, two humans accidentally changed romance forever, and nobody even knows their names. If you enjoyed uncovering one of humanity's strangest mysteries, subscribe to Chaos Drawn. because every week we uncover another story hiding in plain sight.